Hello there, beautiful people, and welcome. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for visiting my channel. And so today I wanted to talk about 5 things that you might want to release before 2026 arrives. Let's get into it. If you want next year to feel different, if you want to improve on your results, if you want to grow, it starts with how you feel right now and what you're willing to let go of. One of the first things that before 2026 arrives is releasing the version of ourselves that's settled. And take it how it applies. Are you settling for something in your life? I know a lot of women, especially in relationships, we stay in situations and relationships that don't honor us. And men do it too. And so that's something that you may need to consider before going into 2026. Okay. Um, Maybe there's jobs that you've outgrown, the relationships that are draining, right? They no longer are working out for you. Habits that keep you operating on a small level or a level where it keeps you stuck. You can't take a settling mindset into a year that's meant for elevation, right? To elevate you. 2026 is going to require a version of you that believes that they deserve more and you're willing to act on your own behalf. You want to release the version of you that accepts less than what you're worth. Release overthinking and delay. So, indecision steals more dreams than failure ever has. Should I say that again? Indecision steals more dreams than failure ever has. Every time you say to yourself, I'll start later, I'm still thinking about it, maybe next month, you're handing your dream another delay, right? You're pushing your dreams back. You're delaying your own dreams. And then we have this whole overthinking, right? Overthinking is like a form of self sabotage. You think yourself out of your own dreams. And of course, perfectionism is really being disguised as fear, right? You ever meet people that they don't want to do anything? I guess they do have that paralysis of analysis because they don't want to fail. And so they don't do anything. And so because they want it to be perfect when it's not. If you want clarity and aligned decisions for 2026, start releasing the habit of talking yourself out of your next step. And that's why I created the Opportunity Blueprint Starter Guide, right? To help you evaluate opportunities without overwhelm or overthinking. It really kind of gets to the heart of the matter, right? Because opportunities come and opportunities go. But when the right opportunity presents itself, are you going to be ready for that? So that's what the Opportunity Blueprint Starter Guide does. It helps you to get prepared. And this is a perfect guide. It's actually free. So if you go to my website or if you email me, actually email me at monica@beamthemup.com, then I'll send you a copy of the Opportunity Blueprint Starter Guide. And then number 3, release trying to do everything alone. Now, I know as an aspiring entrepreneur, you want to do everything alone because you're trying to figure it out, right? But we also have to get to a point where we have to ask for support and for help, right? So we weren't meant to try to do everything ourselves every day, right? You can't operate at your full self every day and at your full capacity. You're not supposed to carry out uh, your entire life, your entire business, and your future all on your back. By trying to do everything yourself, it doesn't mean that you're a strong person. It can cause burnout, right? So you have to know when to do what and when to rest. And we talked a lot about this for December. Reflect, reset, realign. 2026 is going to require you to have some support systems, a supportive structure, support as guidance, and maybe even virtual assistance, administrative support, so you can stop drowning in tasks that drain your energy. Your next level shouldn't exhaust you, it should be helping you to expand. And then, number 4, release environments that don't support your growth. Now, it's not always easy to just release an environment, but if you are in an environment where you see that the people are not growing, you're not growing, then it's something to consider that you might want to release. It's either feeding you and your elevation, or it's suffocating you in your elevation. If your space is cluttered, chaotic, stressful, or uninspiring, your mind starts to feel the same way. This month, refresh your environment, right? Declutter, reorganize, clean out your digital and mental space. Let go of things that represent the old version of yourself. You can't grow in an environment built for who you used to be. And number 5, release emotional clutter. A lot of times we don't think about the emotional clutter and the emotional baggage that we carry around with us because we think that we buried it. But we bury stuff and we think that, especially our emotional baggage, we bury it and we think that it's gone. You know what I mean? Only to pop up somewhere at an inappropriate time. So releasing that emotional weight that you've been carrying, okay? Maybe it's guilt for what you didn't finish. Maybe it's from frustration from what you didn't do, right? Or frustration of what didn't work. Disappointments that you never voiced or vocalized. Expectations that were not met. And of course, that pressure to be perfect that a lot of us have, knowing that we're not perfect. And perfection is probably something that will never attain perfection, right? And that's what's so great about life when you think about it. Because if we were perfect, then we would all be the same because we'll all be perfect. So when we're not perfect, that's the beauty of not being perfect, because that allows us to be unique. That allows us to be different, right? Our imperfections is what makes us beautiful, right? It makes us different. It makes us unique. And a lot of times we have that fear of starting over. Say you're in an environment that is no longer conducive to your growth and you're ready to leave that environment. Well, it's not easy to just pick up and go, right? There's a lot of moving parts when, say, you want to move. And so you people get that fear factor of starting over. What am I going to do when I get there? If I leave here, at least I know what this is about. I know the people. I know, you know what I mean? I know where the stores are. I know I have everything set. I know where my dry cleaners is at. I know that, you know what I'm saying? The supermarket is over there, but now I'm going to a new space. I don't know anything. You know what I mean? And so we have that fear factor of the unknown. You want to be able to walk confidently into 2026, right? You don't want to drag a year worth of emotional baggage behind you. You can journal it out. You can pray it out. You can release it. But let this be the month. Let this be the month that you allow your spirit to breathe again. If you want 2026 to feel lighter, more aligned, and more powerful, it starts with release. Not resolutions, not pressure, and not forcing a new version of yourself overnight. Release first so you can rise next. Release first so you can rise next. If you want help transitioning to your next level, download my free opportunity starter guide. You can email me at monica@beamthemup.com. And if this message spoke to you, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, or leave a comment and let me know that you're releasing what no longer serves you. Until next time, I'm Monica Renee. Peace and love.